All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am James Oliver Jr., managing partner of Kabila Ventures, a new VC firm coming soon. CEO of Kabila, which connects overlooked founders to capital, customers, and co-founders. Husband to an amazing wife. Got to say that because my wife would be stalking my LinkedIn feeds. Co-founder of the world's cutest twins as well. So look, tell us where you're coming in from in the comments, please, please, please. Also, please share this out on your social media channel, wherever you're watching, to invite your friends to join this very important conversation. And as we get into this, please drop your questions in the comments. We will do our best to get to all of them. So before we get started, got a quick update for you. Super, super, super excited about this. I'm a massive mental health advocate for startup founders, and we're launching the Kabila Founder Mental Health Fund. We got a $25,000 grant from Techstars co-founder Brad Feld. Super pumped about that. We're going to be paying for therapy for founders in our Kabila community and our portfolio company founders once we launch the fund. More to come about that. Stay tuned very, very soon. Also, announcement today, if you're an accredited investor and I'd love to invite you to an upcoming conversation I'm having with Techstars CEO David Cohen about the difference between angel investing and investing in a venture fund, as well as why it's a smart bet to invest in overlooked founders. So I'm going to put up a banner here where you could go to right here. If you go to go.joinkabila.com/lowercase all lowercase David Cohen. If you're an accredited investor, you can RSVP for that. Meet Techstars CEO David Cohen, ask him questions, and learn about angel investing versus investing in funds and why you should be investing in overlooked founders like our guest today. Super, super excited about that. All right, so that's just a little bit of what I like to call housekeeping. So the two most important things for early stage founders are what? Capital and customers. I see we got some people watching. Just let us know where you're coming in from in the comments, please. Love to know where you're coming in from, and please share this with your followers on social media. Two most important things for early stage founders are capital and customers, as I'm sure you would have guessed. So we're addressing the capital piece with the imminent launch of my new venture firm, Kabila Ventures. And now we are helping founders in our Kabila community connect with customers. That's the people out there like you who are watching today. So we're being super intentional about bringing founders to you so you can learn who they are, what they're building, and why they're building it. The goal is for you to connect with them and become a customer if it makes sense for you to do so, and for you to share this with your followers on LinkedIn, IG, Instagram, wherever you're watching this. We want you to share it out so maybe some of your friends could become customers too. So we have a treat for you today. A good friend of mine, Scania Florestal, CEO of HBCU Made. She is an alum of Virginia State University. I'm an alum of Morehouse, both HBCUs naturally. And like me, she is a Techstars alum. What up, Scania? How you doing today?
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you, man. I'm so glad to do this with you and try to help you get some more customers and amplify the work you're doing. And oh, by the way, it's Women's History Month, right? So what better way to celebrate that than to bring a dope ass woman founder to amplify, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I actually thought about that today. I was like, oh yeah, it is Women's History Month. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. So can you tell everybody what HBCU Made is, please?
Yeah, so HBCU Made is a social media platform. So think of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of those things in one, but just for us, for HBCU alumni and students. Created this because I really felt like we needed our own space. I remember being on the campus of Virginia State University. There were like two main places where conversations always happen. It was either on the yard or it was on the ramp. And the ramp was like the ramp that was going into the calf. And so I just felt like, when it came to current events or what things were happening in the world, like we really needed to just kind of create our own space and continue those conversations and not really be on other platforms that are being censored. I know like things can be, sensitive if you're talking about what's going on in Gaza or what's going on in this current administration. And so like on an HBCU campus, everything's unfiltered. And so I just wanted to make sure that we had our own safe space because we don't really have that, and especially in the digital age that we're in.
Perfect. You actually stole my thunder. My next question was going to be what inspired you to start it. So there you go. So we got Charles coming in. What's going on, Charles? I think he's so left field on IG. Charles is in Atlanta. What's up? What's up? What's up, Charles? Anybody out there listening? Drop in the comments. Let us know where you're coming in from, please, 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 please. So let's talk about what have been some of the most rewarding moments or stories that you can share in your
Um,
journey.
well, since I've launched the platform,
Mhm.
um, well, I'll probably say the most rewarding. Actually, I probably want to say this past weekend. Well, I have a few. So I'm gonna start with actually I'm gonna start with homecoming. I remember when we launched the platform, and we were on the campus of we were at Howard for Howard's homecoming, and we did this whole kind of activation. We really want to be the platform that's like kind of embedded in your experience, right? And so what we did was we worked with these promoters, and we created a cut line. So if you were on HBCU made, you got to cut the line because both VIP was crazy, the general admission line was crazy. So with the cut line, you really got like easy access, right? And so when people were like, oh, they have to download an app, they're like, oh, another like app on my phone. Like, it was just like, oh, I
So painful.
have to do this. And then as soon as they did it, you saw their faces like light up. And it was like, oh my God, wait, this is so dope. Like, you did this? Did you go here? Like, so it's just like I had people really pull me over. Like, it was just like, yo, this is so amazing. I love this. I can't believe we haven't had this yet, all of these things. So I got so many compliments and so much like really dope feedback from the Mecca itself, from Howard. And so it's kind
Well, I
of like,
went to Morehouse. I take exception to that whole Mecca nonsense. Just saying, like, what is
I
that?
mean,
Who came up
like,
with that? Like, what?
I live in Atlanta now, so I mean, I get that statement. But being from Boston, you know,
Hmm.
getting like a stamp of approval from Howard is almost like, getting a stamp of approval from the Apollo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or from Morehouse.
right. So, or I get with you.
My wife went to Spelman too, by the way. So we all Spellhouse
Okay, so we
situation
got a
over
whole
here.
Spellhouse family
Yes,
going.
we do.
But it just felt really good to to kind of just get that love. And even at like Albany State, we had did an activation there for Ram Fest, and we were actually talking to the students. And at first I was like, oh, it's like Facebook, and they were like, oh, and then I was like, like Instagram, TikTok, and they were like, oh, really? That's download the app. Down, and so it's just like you see people like real, and then once they get into it, they start utilizing it. They're like, oh wait, I
Yeah.
can match with people. I like it has like a whole yard feature, which is kind of like the timeline. And
Yeah.
when people really start engaging with it, that to me is it's very rewarding. And then the
That's so
second,
good.
yeah, and the second one I would say, because we do have like a business suites or alumni suites platform on the back end for the universities. So this past weekend, I was at CIAA, and I was talking to the president of my university of Virginia State. And when I was like explaining to him what it is and why the university should be using it, he like paused and like looked at me like I was crazy. And I was like, I mean, did I say something? Do I have something on my face? And he
Yeah.
was like, this is genius, right? And so to get that stamp of approval from him, and I he was talking
Is
to
he
some.
gonna be a customer?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Awesome.
So, and he was talking to some of the other presidents, and they were like, "Well, if he's down, we down." So I pretty
What's
much,
up?
in like one swoop, got like 3 universities
Oh,
that were
amazing.
piloting our platform in the fall. So
Okay.
just from
Amazing.
that experience alone, it felt those are probably like the two that truly stand out to me.
Okay. That's
Um,
fantastic.
yeah, that make me feel like okay, we're on the right path.
That's so good. What's going on, Amara? Amara's here in Atlanta as well. So if you're out there listening, please let us know where you're coming in from in the comments, and please just like hit the share button. Share this, please. Like we're here. amplifying and empowering founders, early stage founders. It's Women's History Month. We have a great woman founder here. We're trying to connect founders in our Kabila community to customers. If you're like, what the heck is the Kabila community? You can join our Kabila community. We're launching a fund to invest in founders in our community as well as the broader startup ecosystem. But you can visit kabila.mn.co to join our community. We're doing things like paying for founder mental therapy in there, connecting y'all with customers. We're going to be writing checks, doing all the damn things. So check us out. So next question is, so what are some of the biggest challenges you had launching HBCU Made, and how do you overcome them?
Oh, I don't like to say this, but I feel like every Black founder says this. So funding. Being a non-technical founder and having such a big idea, really, you need the funding behind it to really push it, right? And to really make it work and functional. And so I actually started HBCU Made officially in 2020, but it was an idea that I had been working up since like 2016. And technically 9 years later, here we are officially launching the platform. We just launched it in October. And that was because we finally got funding through Techstars and some other angel investors. And so,
yeah, you went through Tulsa, right?
Yes, I did Techstars.
They got a new MD out there. What's the new guy's name? I'm trying to holler at him. You know his name?
Devon?
Devin or Devon?
Devin. No.
Devon. Devin/Devon, you out there listening? Holler at your boy, man. Want to try to amplify what you do? Want to amplify what you're doing now in Tulsa?
It says it's Devin because I think it's an O.
Okay.
I think it's an O.
Yes, we want to amplify what he's doing out there. I mean, I got a chance to check that out when I went out to Tulsa for the Black Venture Summit and the building, the Black Venture Summit out in Tulsa. It was great. Like what they're doing in Tulsa is amazing.
Long overdue.
So funding is one of the biggest challenges. Yeah, I think. Oh boy, we could have a whole another conversation.
Devon Fanfare. Devon. See, I knew I was right. My spirit said it was an O. I knew it was an O.
Yes, Devon Fanfare. Thank you, Charles. We appreciate that. Devon. It might be Devin though, right?
No, Devin's with an I.
Oh, well, your spelling's not my strong suit. It's Fairfield. Okay, thank you, Charles, for the clarification there. But yeah, what's up, Devon? Like, holler at me. I would love to amplify what you're doing, help you get some more quality candidates to apply to your program. Happy to do that. And because I'm a Techstars alum, I'm always game to amplify what's going on in that space. All right, so what I want to do now is just show a quick demo video. So Charles like, no, my bad, Devon. Bro, you're killing me.
It's okay, Charles. We got you.
No, you got to put the drink down, bro. It's just early. So, we do these things, and normally when people do these things, they're like, oh, you can't come on and talk about what you do. You can't make it a commercial. I'm like, nah, this is a whole commercial for the founders who come on here because we want to amplify what they're doing. We want people to know about what they're doing, and we want y'all to support them. Like, if you're listening to this and you went to HBCU, I'm asking you just go to the App Store and just download the app, right? Check it out. It's free to download. Just do it. HBCU Made. And so what we're going to do now is I have a little demo video that I got from Scania. It's 36 seconds that shows the app. I'm finna show that. So stand by. Yo, the bass is bad heavy in that video though, no?
You know why? Because when I was driving through Virginia State's campus with my little act, I always had the bass 1,000. That's why.
Oh my God. I'm like, I probably should have lowered the volume on that. Somebody's probably sitting at their desk trying to just be low-key watching this. And they go boom, boom. Somebody welcome. Oh my God. Sorry about that. If you got your whole audio situation just got blown all the way up there. Apologies for that. So So that's good. Like, it's a good looking app. I appreciate what you're doing with that. So also the other thing I want to talk about is that you're running a WeFunder. Can you tell people what a WeFunder is?
Yeah, so a We Funder is basically it gives everyone in the community an opportunity to invest, but not just because I think sometimes when we use the word, some people use the word invest, it seems like it's just a donation. This is not a donation. You will actually get equity in the company. So right now, because we are pre-seed, which basically means that we're a relatively newer company, this isn't um, what do you call it? A dollar round, a fund, not a funded. It's not a fully funded round yet. So you would get
A price, I mean, you
a
mean
price round.
price,
Thank you. It's not a
price around.
price
Yeah.
round. So you would get a safe agreement, which is pretty much for future equity. And coming in now, you actually get that at a 20% discount compared to when it does become a priced round. So let's just say, for example, you come in now and you invest $5,000. Once we open up a price round, if we open up that price round at $1, you would get it at 80 cents. So
That's so
that
good.
means,
Yeah.
so this is the perfect time to kind of come in really on the ground level, and really help us, really level this up at scale. Because I think about, some of my counterparts in the space like Facebook, Instagram, they got $1 million checks for just an idea. And just really for one feature set. I remember Facebook had that news feed, that timeline forever. And they had, millions of dollars for that. And we want to make sure that this is a robust platform. So we've launched at least 7 features so far, that are currently live on the platform. And we have other features that want to come out. We want to make sure that there's a marketplace for the entrepreneurs out there who are selling either HBCU merch. I know there's a lot of people selling HBCU made merch, but we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, why not? Why
Students,
not? Why are we talking? Why are we talking about that?
students who want to sell their books, or at the end of the semester, things of that sort. So we want to make sure that this is like a real ecosystem, across the board. And so, but we need your help. We cannot create a community platform without the
Yeah.
community. So
100%. Shout out to Danielle. Danielle says a great demo. I think Danielle liked the bass.
thank you,
So
Danielle. Thank you.
yeah, Danielle's in our Kabila community too, by the way. We got some dope founders in our Kabila community though, on the real. Um, so she's doing some really interesting stuff. I don't know if she wants me to talk about what she's doing. If you want to talk about it, you can feel free to drop in the comments and I'll highlight it, Danielle. Because we're here to highlight founders, and we also it's Women's History Month. Let's go, man. That's what's up. So I want to go back to the WeFunder because the WeFunder is a great way to raise capital. Community around is what they call it, is where you have the people who are your customers or your friends and family who can invest. Like you said, it's not a donation. It's actually an investment. And I want to like give you some props because I was on your page and you have $55,000 committed already. Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's look, I I tried to spin up a WeFunder a couple years ago for Gabila, and I was like, yeah, no, this is like death by 50 or $100 cuts, and I'm like, it was ruining my mental health, and like for me, it didn't make sense because my customers are early stage founders, and they don't, at least on the Kabila Inc. side, they don't have money to drop thousands of dollars to support that. So you have to have a community of customers or people around you who have the capacity to drop hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars, because on that platform, you have to get to a minimum of $50,000 before they'll go ahead and start the paperwork so you could actually get to the capital. So your goal is 100,000, you're at 55, you're 55% of the way there. I think that's amazing. And I just want to prop you up for doing that. I don't know if you know Tamara. Do you know Tamara Lucas?
Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe by.
For My Panda. She's one
Oh
of the other
yes, I do know. Yes, I do.
like 60 something $1,000 on WeFunder. She's doing another one right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not easy to do that. And you've done that. And I just want to like salute you for that. That is truly, truly, truly amazing. So please visit the WeFunder. So can you talk real quick before we hop about what the relationship is with the HBCU organizations? I think you touched on it. Is there more to that or not?
Yeah, so the way the platform works, so we plan on working with the universities. However, this is an alumni and student platform first. And so
Mhm.
what we've done on our B2B side is that we've created what I like to call like our alumni suites, which basically is kind of like a play on Meta Business Suite. So, you know, if you have like a Meta Business account and you want to do ads or anything of that sort, it kind of aggregates the data of like who you follow or who's following you so that you can kind of choose your different audiences to, you know, do ads. We do something a little bit similar for the universities, and this is to really help the universities better engage and build relationships with their alumni. One of the
They desperately need that, right?
Yes, they desperately need it. So the problem that we're trying to solve, and the reason why HBCU Made exist, is because technically by the year 2030, over 600 colleges and universities are scheduled to close. And that is because of low endowments. And HBCUs have the lowest endowments. There is a gap of over $159,000 per student. So the HBCUs are pretty much on the chopping block. And with this current administration, if they choose to actually end up pulling funding from our HBCUs, that is millions of dollars that will be catastrophic, not only to the universities, but to the students, and really to the future of Black and Brown children who are trying to make a difference
Yeah.
in this country, in this world. And so we have to really take care of ourselves and put the mask on ourselves. And so how do we
Yeah.
truly galvanize? And so unfortunately our HBCUs don't have the resources to be able to fundraise at scale. When I did some research and I was talking to universities like Boston College and Emory, they have 89 and 96 people in their alumni office. Virginia State has one. North Carolina A&T has four. So we created this platform or this alumni suites for the universities pretty much to do the job of 96 people,
Oh, that's so good.
leveraging technology to really help build an actual relationship, because we already know fundraising is about relationships. And so, you know, as an alumni myself, sometimes I feel like my university only reaches out to me because it's Giving Tuesday. No one's asking me, hey Scania, how you doing today? And
Mm,
so we want to create a platform and a space where university officials are able to do that. And so that's why we're trying to really embed ourselves in the HBCU experience. So whether if it's tickets to an event, tickets to CIAA, tickets to homecoming, or whether if it's, you know, your affinity groups, all of those things that you currently do on other platforms, bring them home,
mhm.
bring them to the HBCU Made. And that in turn helps your university better support you as an alumni and our students.
So good, so good, so good. So we got a couple of minutes here left, y'all. If you have a question, please drop in a comment. We'll get to it before we wrap up here. Otherwise, you know, people can reach out to Scania at hbcumade.app. And like, yo, like if you went to an HBCU, go download the app. Like seriously, like stop playing. Oh, you were talking about the administration taking money from HBCUs, which I wouldn't put it past them trying to do it. I just read that somebody submitted a proposal to have Derek Chauvin, I think this is his name, the cop that murdered George Floyd, have him be pardoned by the current administration. I'm just like,
Right.
none of it surprises me
Right.
anymore.
So
So
at this day and age, you know, it's funny because I remember the day after the election, I was like, okay, do I pack my bags and what country do I go to? And I was talking to some of my mentors.
I ain't going nowhere. My great
Right. And
grandfather,
so,
when I found him on the ancestry, he was listed with the tools in in the shed. So I ain't going nowhere. How
well,
about my 40 acres and a mule in today's dollars, bro? What are you
right.
talking about?
But talking to my mentors, this just told me, you know, it's like this is the time that we have to lean on community even more.
We do.
And HBCUs, we are a community. And so this tells me that now more than ever, HBCU Made is beyond relevant and beyond needed. It's
100%.
over needed. So
Uh,
so that's why we're leaning in, and this is why we're doing this WeFunder. This is why we're really trying to scale, and it's not even just scale fast. It's like we're trying to truly be able to scale, so that we can really support our community, because that's what we're here for.
yeah, that's what's up. So, hey, Liberty. So I don't know if you're doing. I know you have various program and things like that. I don't. Do you know Liberty?
No, I'm not
Liberty's
sure.
doing some. She's in Atlanta. She's doing a lot of really great work around women in AI. So if you're looking for some programming for your platform, you should like connect with her.
Hi,
She's right here
Liberty.
in Atlanta.
Okay.
All right, cool. So that's it. If nobody else has any more questions, we're gonna roll out here. People can connect with you, as I said before, Scania at hbcumade.app. If you're an accredited investor, as I said at the top, like go here and you could join this super dope event I have with Techstars CEO coming up in a couple weeks. If you're a founder, you fancy yourself overlooked, like join our community. We do these things to connect founders with customers and amplify the work they do. We're paying for founder therapy. We're raising a venture fund. We're going to be investing in founders, our community, doing all the damn things. Like download her app if you're an HBCU alum. Like
Yes.
really, seriously, just go download it. Just download it, please.
I
Right?
actually, so for the next 30 minutes, I am actually going to do an audio room on Fanbase to answer any direct questions. So find me on Fanbase, Scania Yasmina.
How do you spell
And
that, Scania? How do you spell that?
Yasmina, Yasmina is my middle name.
So that's on Fanbase.
Yep. So find me
Okay.
on Fanbase. I'm going to create an audio room. I'm going to use the same title here as that you see here on the screen. And I just want to be able to talk to you guys, answer any questions, especially about the WeFunder.
Is that right? Right there, Scania Yasmina. Did I spell
Where
that correctly? On
yes, you
this,
did. Yep.
okay. Okay. So you're going to be on there answering questions.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm on Fanbase too. Did you know
Yeah.
that?
Well, I
So,
I need to find you on Fanbase.
well, it's not me, it's Tyrone. Do you know Tyrone?
No.
Tyrone is the managing director of the StarTech Decelerator program.
Oh no,
He
I
gives
thought you were talking about Erica Badu's Tyrone.
no. Tyrone, he wears this crazy wig and
I don't
these
know.
headphones and stuff, and he gives startup founders advice to decelerate their startups. It's ridiculous. So go check out Talking Tech with Tyrone if you want a good laugh, if you're a startup founder, because sometimes we got to laugh to keep from crying as a founder. It's
Oh, because
brutal.
I definitely need those therapy sessions. Okay, I
Yes.
definitely.
Charles, like Tyrone. Charles know what's up with Tyrone. Tyrone, what you doing? So anyway, check her out, Scania Yasmina, over on Fanbase. Once this is done, she's going to be answering questions. I appreciate y'all showing up. We're about to roll out, and we got some more of these events coming up here real soon. I got an event coming up with Anastasia Simon, who's the managing director of the Techstars Clean Tech Accelerator in Tuscaloosa. And she's going to be helping founders learn how to tell their story. Like if an investor asks you, tell me about yourself, what do you say?
Yeah.
Do you know how to answer that question?
That
Is
60
answering
second elevator pitch is everything.
well, this is not just an elevator pitch. This is more like how do you connect on a human level with people and investors, because it could help you get to your desired outcome more quickly if you know how to do that. So we're doing that inside the Kabila community, which, as I said before, you can join here. So that's us. We'll be doing more of these. Please share this with your friends. Drop a comment. We appreciate you. I'm rolling out. Hang on, Scania, for 2 seconds before I let you go over to Fanbase. See you next time, everybody. Later. Thanks so much for
Thank
joining
you
us.
so much. Bye, everyone.